Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of Final Fantasy 13. We have just unlocked the ability to customize our party completely. We can choose our own party leader. So we're going to go with Hope for now. And Hope, Lightning and Vanille is going to be our little party. They kind of have a nice combo of being able to buff defensively, take down the enemy's defenses, and Lightning is just an absolute speed demon with like really quick ATB charge and really strong offense. So yes, run for our lives. So what we notice here though, and it's kind of a problem with Vanille and Hope being the kind of more, what's the wording, fragile. So because Hope's the party leader, he does tend to get swarmed, and then for whatever reason I don't focus down the main guy. That was just really silly, and then yeah, I just am like, oh wait, and yeah, taken out really quickly.
I can't do this.
So I left it in because, as you say, with freedom comes, you know, difficulty spikes when you don't kind of plan things correctly. So let's try that one more time. We have our two guys. We're going to in Thunder Lightning, so she's doing way more damage. And yeah, already into the 700s. Gotta watch that. Now into the 400s. And we're going to just have a little bit of healing now with Hope, and then let Lightning go crazy. And now we're going to be saboteuring with Vanille, lowering the defenses, and now it's time just to go all out attack, doing extra stagger damage because of the Imperil, moving to try Disaster. Now we're literally just gonna ratchet up the stagger gauge near full, and now we can go Calm Rav Rav and finished. So as you can see, it is literally just about the correct approach and not doing silly things like ignoring the guy that's staggered to let you take it down to a 1v3. Yeah, so we're turning around because I wanted to basically skedaddle back to the save point and just make a quick save, but yeah, I think I thought there might have been a chest there. Anyway, what is good now with this part of the story is that, like, while the game did literally be like, yeah, we can just grind and get, like, new powers and stuff, I'm holding off on putting crystal points into the non-primary roles of each of the characters. So Lightning is originally a Commando Ravenger medic. She can now learn Sentinel abilities, Synergist abilities, and Saboteur abilities, the 3 S's. And basically I don't want to be sinking an awful lot of points into them at this moment in time. Later on in the series I basically find a really great little grinding spot, and I kind of do laps of it when I am editing together videos, or if like something's rendering to YouTube, I kind of just stick on Final Fantasy 13. I don't want to go any further, but it's a handy little excuse to just run up and down the corridor, get lots of levels. And I think once I've maxed out the Crystarium for that particular chapter, I'll have no problem in using those little extra crystal points and kind of putting, for example, Lightning into the Sentinel role, because literally the Sentinel role is the only one we don't have across these 3 characters, and that way we can have all different paradigms for different scenarios. And I might even let Hope get some Saboteur levels, let Vanille get some Synergist levels, and, you know, between all of that we can have quite the interesting diversity in our paradigms, and maybe having abilities that Hope or the other characters wouldn't normally get. So one example is, I think it's with them, the 2 Pulsey and the women. Fang and Vanille get very powerful synergist abilities. They get like Faith Ra and Brave Ra. They are a bigger boost, but the difference is they get less duration. So you get a bigger boost just for not quite as long. And it was at this point I was like, okay, I'm changing back to Lightning. I'm just comfortable as Lightning. I feel like the AI works grand, and I might switch back to Hope a bit later, but just at least for now I was like, no, this is too stressful. I'd rather just be Lightning, run up and just let the AI companions do their staggering and whatnot. And you see, what's tricky, I suppose, as well, is the fact that Vanille and Hope don't have 4 ATBs. So if I had a party of, for example, Snow, Lightning, Saz, they would all have 4 ATBs each, which means we would be getting a lot longer of a chain. We would be just, I suppose, a lot more offensively present than having one character with 3 ATBs and the 2 other characters only having one character with 4 ATBs and having the other 2 characters only having 3. But, as I say, we have built up Hope's weapons, so his power level is just astounding. And this is where I would also say, do not underestimate the value of upgrading an accessory, because you can get, this accessory now gives plus 100 magic, but unlike weapons, you can still, if you're not going to use, let's just take Hope as an example, I can give him 3 amulets that give him 100 magic each, which gives him a bonus of 300 magic points. Huge thing.
That wasn't so
but
bad.
if I then want to switch over to Saz, I can then take those accessories off Hope, give them all to Saz, and then all of a sudden Saz has an enormous boost to his stats. We're after getting the heroic armlet there. Really good accessory, gives auto bravery or critical bravery, it's one of them, but you can upgrade it to give auto bravery. And yeah, Hope being the little wise chess master. So we obviously flew, we were attempting to leave Cocoon, the plane that Daisley gave us, or Bartandlas to give him his proper title, flew us to the Sark. And as Hope says, he's trying to get us to become stronger so we can eventually destroy Cocoon. But as Lightning said last episode, I don't think that was really our focus. Sarah turned to Crystal when she asked us to save Cocoon, and if that's what we believe it is, we can continue down that path whether we be right or wrong, and simply refuse to be the monster that Bartandlas wants us to become. And keeping in mind as well, we are going to want to be Libraing and taking part in as many battles so we can fully understand all the information of an enemy. And don't stop using Libras, don't stop using Libra scopes. Just try and make sure you're getting as much of the information from the enemies as possible. 3 stars, doesn't really matter, and like, I'm going in and out of the menus to like look at accessories that we're collecting and stuff, but you can do that on your own time. If you scoot around here though, we get another treasure chest just by beating these little D20 looking thingamabobs. We get 8 bombshells, and bombshells are quite the owl EXP generator in terms of components that you can use to upgrade your materials. So a really good boost there. Don't miss that treasure chest if you're playing along. And I've kind of gotten to the stage where, even though I could have done it and I could have cut it out, I'm like, nah, I'm literally capped out on all my crystal points. Can't spend any more. So let's just mosey on by. They get more powerful?
I doubt the people in the sanctum even know about this place.
You would hope so. And I was just looking through here. So here we have these bombshells here. So look at the amount there. And we get a massive boost to Vanille's Belladonna wand. And if we just run down here, we're going to get some more enemies. And once again, make sure you're libering. Don't leave it to chance. We have these slug enemies. And if you hop back to like the episode with Hope and Lightning in the Gapra Whitewood, like, they're just as quick to kill. There's no major risk. And you see the real, I suppose, boost of them is the fact that you're beating so many enemies that there's the multiple chances at a loot drop every single time per enemy. So it's just the number of stuff you get from them rather than the, strictly speaking, crystal gem points that you get. Now these guys are dangerous because when one gets kind of low, they can merge together and become a more powerful enemy, which we don't want. So taking them out one at a time really quickly and making sure they're not close to each other. That one was kind of wandering over, trying to merge. And now that we have them all like whittled down to just one enemy, we get 5 stars. Brilliant. But there will be a fight later where I don't get to them in time and it does become a bigger problem. But as you can see, like looking on the map, the amount of little enemies that are here is just great for, I suppose, item farming more so than CP farming. And when you get a preemptive, their stagger is so high that the damage they take is so high that literally it's in 4 seconds over and done, you know? But yeah, I think the party is quite good and quite balanced. We just have to scooch back over this way so we can get more items, hopefully. Let's see if we were lucky. No. But there's another treasure chest, so always worth checking out every single nook and cranny. And now we have the Saint's Amulet, which is basically the same as the Hero's Amulet. One is for critical bravery, the other, the Saint's one we just picked up, is for critical faith. And you can obviously upgrade those equipments to go from critical of that status to auto, which basically means you'll start the battle with that. And when you're trying to grind, just having your powerful casters or powerful warriors with the damage applying buff on them just makes it all the easier, you know? But we are just roaming through this underground chaos on the whim of Bartandalus, with his goal of making us stronger, making us able to destroy Cocoon. And look, they merged, but luckily we managed to take them out before the new enemy could spawn from the merging. So if you're playing along, make sure either you're doing like AoE damage, that you're like hitting multiple of them all together so that like they'll all drop together. And the weird graphical thing there, I'm not sure why it like went kind of green in the screen there. Don't know why, can't tell you. Looked cool though. And then 460, and we're continuing on. Go, go, go to the right here.
This is huge. I wonder how far it goes.
And what's really frustrating is I know like I should kind of be taking a moment to like stop, look around, like look at how beautiful this space is. Like I know you want to say there's not much exploration wise, but like it is an interconnected, like it all makes really good sense as to how it all links up. And there was an absolute mass of them there. And we get another treasure for our troubles. So the bomb cores were great value for the artificial, and those items we just got are very powerful bonus multipliers. So pick those up on your way. And then around this corner we have a very interesting little fight. It was a bunch of these guys, and I was going to cut it out, except I realized we actually get a trophy. So, because these things can all merge, and I'm looking at it here, okay, that's that type of ease, and we've it fully upgraded, like fully figured out, I suppose. But then we have this guy, and I'm like, oh, what are you? It's a different one. It's a bigger one. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's actually quite powerful. And so we have to kind of adapt. So let's start building the stagger. We don't know the figgy, so let's throw up a Libra at some point. And yeah, it hits super hard, like. So hope on the healing, Vanille, debuffing, and just, I don't know, being a sentinel it seems. She's like taking all the damage. Now we gotta load it up with Tri-Disaster. Keep our HP high. But yeah, I realized, oh, we don't have all the information. Let's Libra. We don't have all the information again. So let's Libra another time. And there we go. Now we can hop into Ravager Tri-Disaster. And with all the debuffs, an easy win. And a trophy for getting 100 enemies fully figured out. We don't get any stars, but that's not exactly a big deal now at this point. And we're just going to round this little corner and we're going to hit a save point. So thank you guys for tuning in, and again I want to apologize for missing last week, but we're going to be back to our regularly scheduled broadcasts from now on. Don't miss that treasure chest. It's a really easy one to miss. You kind of go straight for the save point. And we have a rainbow anklet, hashtag Yas. We might give that to our Vanille. Stops her from being dazed. Really, really cool. But yeah, leave a comment on how you're liking the series so far, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.